Introduction to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is the fifth and last book of the law. Some 40 years had passed since God used Moses to rescue the Israelites from slavery and led them to the promised land. The Israelites had not trusted God then and had refused to enter the land. After 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, the Israelites are once again at the edge of the promised land. But this time it is a whole new generation of Israelites, many of whom had not been even born when the people left Egypt and came to the promised land the first time. So for much of the book, Moses repeats all the laws and instructions given to him by God for his people. The word Deuteronomy even means second law. Who? Moses wrote Deuteronomy and the other 4 books of the law: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. Together, these 5 books are called the Pentateuch, which means 5 books. When the Israelites left Egypt in 1446 BC, Deuteronomy was written some 40 years after that, as a new generation of Israelites was preparing to go into the promised land. Why? God had made his covenant with the Israelites when they first left Egypt. But now there was a new generation of Israelites. In Deuteronomy, Moses tells the people all that God has done for them and once again gives them God's rules for living a holy life. Redemption thread. Even though Deuteronomy is filled with laws and commandments, the book is really about love, how to love God. Many years later, Jesus explains, "If you love me, you will keep my commands." John 14:15. Teachings from Deuteronomy. Departure from Horeb. Deuteronomy 1:6-8. Call to obedience. Deuteronomy chapter 4, 1-14. The 10 Commandments. Deuteronomy chapter 5, 1-21. The greatest command. Deuteronomy chapter 6, 1-9. What God requires. Deuteronomy chapter 10, 12-22. The law written on stones. Deuteronomy chapter 27, 1-8. Song of Moses, Deuteronomy chapter 32, and Moses' death. Deuteronomy chapter 34.